Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I was very close to just recording a black screen for 30 minutes because I almost didn't double check my OBS. I had closed I didn't have the capture window up. Let's rock. What the hell? Wait, does this game like super quiet? Did you hear that? I just woke up. Let me check the sound. What's going on here? Oh yeah, my sound is low. It's actually not low for you, it's just low for me. Let's run it. I guaranteed you a Hellhorn run, so we'll play default Hellhorn today. I said no matter what happens, I'll be there. Hellhorn time, baby. Let's ride. Um, yeah, let's get into it, shall we? I am still in for Monster Train every now and then. It's nice to switch things up, you know? Realistically, I could probably do both, but 3 videos a day sounds like a lot. I could do it, actually, but I found in the past that if you go above 2 videos per day, people just can't watch it all. But the thing is, 2 videos a day is still a lot. It ends up evening out. People catch up over time. But anyway, let's run it. We are, what is this? This is Plating Seal, Rage, Sap, Welder Helper, Draft, Branding Right. This is a really good starter, actually, Welder Helper, Branding Right. I have a feeling that Hellhorn is going to be exiled, but what I want to start doing is I want to start looking at the first 3 rings before we decide. I want to see this ring, what banner is with the steel shop, is there a steel shop here, and then what's over here. Okay, so there's, if I want it, there's a Hellhorn banner with a steel shop, there's a Hellhorn banner with a duplicate, and there's a steel shop here. So there's 2 important things to see here. What banner is with the steel shop, and is this duplicate exclusive to the other steel shop? It is not. What all this means is that barring a disaster in this banner, we will have a good opener. Most likely, no matter what, I can just go to the steel shop and play some garbage. So I can play more greedy for my champion if there's something good. And obviously it's not that important here because we are not Tethys, but it's good to start thinking about that. I think. Anyway, that's the lesson that I learned. We're going to take Collection of Tales. People always dunk on Collection of Tales. I don't understand why. I think it's pretty good. Right. So, Hornbreaker Prince is one of the champions that in the past I feel has been relegated to exactly 2 picks. You either pick, or sorry, he has 1 pick. He has the multi-strike pick. I'm glad we didn't get it because now we can actually think about what we do here. I think you go Wrathful. And then the idea is he will scale into the end game with multi-strike on a different Prince path, and if nothing else, he's just a fine tank. But he can still play as a backliner with 2 dips into multi-strike, and Slay Gain Armor is good because then he keeps himself alive naturally. And like I said, we're going to be strong early so we can take the boons, but Armor 10, I think I should be fine. I'm going to take a bit of damage from the Disciple, but... Oh, I'm going to take a lot of damage. I think it'll be fine. Let's take a look. I think... Yeah, intuitively, when I think about it long style, if I put my time into thinking about it, I believe this is not right, but... I want to see. I'm also, this Prince, by the way, if you haven't seen him, when he kills an enemy, he gets 10 armor, and when he is damaged, he gets 2 rage, and rage is plus 2 attack per stack. So, you're taking 44. I'm just gonna do this. I like Collection of Tales. Collection of Tales is, in actuality, not a whole lot of value. Like, it's 1 rage per turn. The big thing about Collection of Tales is it stops rage from ticking down when you're in low rage scenarios. Like, if you're at 100 rage, this thing isn't very good. But we're not at 100 rage, we're at 4. And so suddenly it makes a lot of sense to let it keep me going here. I'm gonna go Steward. Killing the 5-1 might have been a mistake. Maybe I needed the branding right, but I should have a Welder Helper here drawn. Hilarious. Well, are you trample? You are trample. So 3, 6, 9. We can go 5, 5, 5. You go 2 dregs in front and 1 in back, and that'll give me some damage. Unfortunate that it goes like this, though. A big shame. I'm just going to take a bunch of damage for this, but I don't blame the trial. This is not the trial's fault. I got unlucky is how it goes. I should put this welder helper up here, because it'll chump a few hits for me if I draw, yeah, exactly this draft plus train steward. Draft just dies, so it doesn't matter, but draft plus train steward. Ooh, close. Okay, so I only have to take 5 here, which is nice. At the end of the day, it wasn't too bad, and this was a pretty heavy low roll. I greeted and skipped the first welder helper and got by the second one. I wonder if I played top floor, if it looks different. I probably should have just played top floor. I wanted to play bottom floor so that when the 245s go by, the drags could try to chip them down, but top floor was probably better. I just, whatever. We already have Welder Helper. Vent is cool, but Ritual Battle is a big time scaling card. Rage 10 is a winner. And I'm down for Molten Encasement. Stealth is good. There was once upon a time where I was indeed Alpha Fiend's strongest soldier in the war. I think in that war I was delusional, but Alpha Fiend's fun, and I don't mind. I just don't think he really combos with anything good here. Demon Fiend is unpickable though, and Rail Beater is kinda whatever, so let's go Alpha Fiend. If there's a multi-strike here, we can hard commit and maybe get something out of it. Oh, wow, this is a cheap shop. It's Burnout 1, plus 10, and Large Stone. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, it's that guy. Look, man, it's been like 2 years. I'm down to clown. So, if you, again, I like to give you, if you're just a Wild Frost viewer, I'd like to give you some context here, because you may not see Apex Imp and roll your eyes. Apex Imp is probably one of the most powerful units I've ever seen put into a game. It's unfathomable how much he trivializes runs. It's so insane. It's actually ridiculous, but it was to the point where when I was playing Monster Train full time, I would intentionally skip Apex Imp because he's just a free win. But he's not entirely a free win. First, we have to find Multi-Strike. That's Endless. Endless is good too, actually. Oh, I see. It was supposed to be Endless Burnout 1 Welder Helper, and then you self-infuse. I forgot that you do that. And I want to check if I quit to menu, if I have still rerolled this shop. It's nice to just check things like that, because, it's... we're stretching the muscles. Okay, I have. It's fine. I'll see another Burnout 1. I'm going to go to more shops as well. And if I miss it, it's not the end of the world. But Endless Burnout 1 Welder Helper then is just free. And effectively, my theory going forward here, we don't need another unit draft, so I'm just going to pass it. My theory here now is very simple. I have to hit something. Somewhere in the remainder of this run, I will find something that I like. What are you taking? You're taking... You'll be alright. I'm gonna Alpha Fiend. I can get him. So I need Multi-Strike for Apex Imp. I will, in some way, some fashion, I will find something that operates as the same as Multi-Strike does. Can't kill that. It's too bad. So here's the thing about Apex Imp, right? Maybe you're just thinking, oh, 10-10 gain rage equal to gained armor, right? You put him here. I play this card. He's a 20-10-5. He is now 60 attack, and he's 25 health. He's scaling both. It's absurd how good he is. Because armor is a lot more readily available than rage. So he just free scales with no problems. Also, I probably should have greeted for that. I'm really poor. I don't know. It might have been better to greed for the money. I don't really need another Welder Helper. I could take Molting Imp, but Molting Imp is 15 damage to enemy units, but I want Welder Helper's Infusion because Welder Helper's Infusion is apply 10 armor to friendly units, so if I play 2 Apex Imps or even 3, I can Welder Helper them. So I'm just gonna skip this. Who's our boss? It's Sap Seraph? Okay. Do I want Molded? Not really. Actually, I do kind of want it so that I can pull back Welder Helpers in the next few fights. Let's not think about long term. Let's think about right now. This Apex Imp is good, but he's not winning yet. I think I'm fairly sure that you cannot play. So in the Divinity DLC, the DLC that we're playing right now, every clan got a multi-strike infusion, except for Wormkin. For some reason, Wormkin doesn't have one, but the multi-strike infusions come with a major downside. And some of them are like legitimately unplayable, and some of them are just free. Yeah, Horned Warrior adds Fragile. This is unplayable. So I can't get multi-strike from Horned Warrior. And Meltings is Draft, actually. And Draft just gives Burnout 1, which is also kind of unplayable for me. So I probably am not getting infusions to get my multi-strike up. Which means I don't know what I'm infusing onto Apex and maybe nothing? I don't know. Okay, next question. What do I want to duplicate? Anything? Branding Right's okay, but I think I'd rather go left here, get a little Pyre HP, a nice little buffer, because there's no unit I want. Holdover, -1. Can't really do holdover. This can be rare draft pick. In my history, I remember saying you just click Umbra here if you're not sure. I'm pretty sure you just click Umbra here because this can be Furnace Tap. Yeah, and this is multi-strike. Used to give Rage. Imagine how broken this card would be if it gave me 4 Rage. How nuts, right? So Furnace Tap applies 4 Ember Drain. 4 Ember Drain costs me, well, all of my Ember, all my mana. So what we're going to want to do now is just make our deck free to accommodate this. But I don't want to spend here because I want to be able to buy multi-strike in the next shop, and I fucked up my money because by not getting that collector. And I'm stuck with this Alpha Fiend. Maybe I just... No, I can't infuse Alpha Fiend because he gives a size increase. Endless Welder Helper. The problem is that once he's played once, he's basically here forever, but it's probably fine. I don't know if I really want to be playing Welder Helper, though. I can give 20 armor, though, because Hornbreaker Prince can actually carry. Sure, Alpha Fiend, go get him. You'll do great, champ. I can commit here eventually to save my Welder Helper, but... Or to kill my Welder Helper, I mean, but... I could also play Furnace Tap. Furnace Tap on Hornbreaker Prince isn't crazy here. Because he'll get all of his health back, because it's armor 10 on Slay. I think it is right. And I'll be out on the next few turns, so I can just go play, like, Apex Imp up here. Can't play Draft, but I could play a Drag here. I think this will win me this fight. Because now he'll start clearing whole floors and free scaling. Ooh, and with this branding right, I think he double kills, right? Don't make sure he's not dying. Yeah, okay. This was for sure the play. Apex Imp is good and all, but he's not good now. He's good once you have full support for him. As is, he's just fine. Hornbreaker Prince. Yeah, he's taken 20 damage and he's net neutral. Pretty good. I would like to avoid this 9x2 though, if possible. And he's like, it's so nuts how good he is here. He's tanking this shit and living. And yeah, he just wins. Get him, champ. I don't have to go kill that guy, by the way. Relentless resolves first, so just because I killed Daedalus, that guy that I just pinged off would not go into the pyre. But yeah, you kill him because he deserves it. Alloy of the Ancients for sure. One of the better cards. Just apply 25 armor one time. Oh, Steelworker. This is the infusion you want on Apex Imp, because we're going to play multiple Apex Imps. Of course, of course. Here's my duplicate. If I want to play multiple... Oh, this generation is really bad. What a shame. Not the end of the world, though. Okay, so we have 5 space on the floor. My deck is mostly getting Ember drained out. 5 space on the floor means I can play Imp, Imp... Or sorry, I mean Imp, 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 I guess. Apex Imp, Welder Helper. So I only needed to go space if I want to try to play a third Apex Imp, which I don't think I will. I don't think I can. So I'm going to take draw here and then probably energy later, but I might not even... Well, energy lets me get out of energy debt pretty quickly, though. Okay, and if at any point in this run, so from, I want to say here before we go on, this run is automatically over if I am shown multi-strike. So the rest of the way that we talk about and plan this run is, what if they don't show me multi-strike, right? As we saw in the last run of Monster Train, sometimes you will go dry. And it doesn't always happen though, and it's nice when it doesn't happen. It's nice when you hit, but a lot of winning a lot in Monster Train is just guaranteeing that you don't miss more than it is hitting. Because when you hit, this game is like fucking free. Anyway, I'm gonna go plus 25 on Apex Imp so I can put a few more branding rights into him, and there's Burnout 1. Alright, so this is everything I need to win this run. I go two infusions, Welder Helper into Welder Helper, and Steel Worker into Apex Imp. And this is kind of what I find, and many people have pointed this out to me as well. I think Monster Train has a problem compared to other deck builders, and it's that from this position, I don't think there's another meaningful decision I make on the remainder of the run. We have about 20 minutes of gameplay left, but this run is pretty much a wrap. All I have to do, and I'm not going to take this armor because we're a little weak right now, until I make the next duplicate. But all I have to do from here is click Apex Imp onto a floor, click on Welder Helper, I think I can play this Prince. Click on Welder Helper, and just kind of wait. It's not necessarily a bad thing either, right? Like, it's fine, but compare this to, of course, because it's what we're all familiar with at this point, Wild Frost, right? I should have put the Apex Imp in front for the scaling. It's alright. But I should have this guy, getting armored up. Yeah, compare this to Wild Frost. I feel like Wild Frost, your decisions mostly matter in the end. It's just how the games are structured though, you know? This guy goes up to 90 by 2, but he doesn't actually one tap here. I'm good to stop playing Welder Helper. You know? I'm gonna feel real silly if I take 30 damage here. Let's put Welder Helper up here. I'm gonna feel real silly if I take 30 damage trying to save 3. 6 cards, but I am actually only drawing 5. Let's not miss it. Yeah, I mean, I might have had it 15 times 2, but let's not fuck around. I'm actually down for Prince to die, so that Apex Imp can get some armor up. Oh, the music cut out and I stopped talking. Weird, right? It's a little quiet. 15 by 2. It's fine. Again, these guys won't be able to do anything to me. It's good, but you know, they don't get to go up. If the fight ends here on the bottom floor, as soon as the boss dies, the fight completely cuts off. So those guys don't walk up, it's all over. We're just gonna basically skip every card. I'm trying to think, hey, there's Formless Child. Shout out to the people counting out for Formless Child. Oh, resin removal is good here. This covers Stealth Boss. Like, we'll pick up things that make sense to grab like that, but I don't need anything from the steel shop, so we can just go here, and then we'll duplicate here. We're going health for a little bit of a buffer, and removal. Thank you, Alpha Fiend, for your service. And I can start culling the train stewards, removing, getting rid of. Ooh, Flicker's Liquor is really good. It means I don't have to take energy on this run. Probably. Because it's, when you play a unit, a random card is reduced to 0, and we're playing a unit every turn. Okay, let's ride. Lifesteal, whatever. +6 is kind of scary. I probably am fine, but I don't, as I've been saying, right, I don't need anything else on this run, so why bother? Let's go Apex in top floor. Let's stop doing this bottom floor shit. Yeah, why bother, right? It's all fine. All I'm doing now is clearing the deck of nonsense because Apex Imp is doing, like, You have to really, it's hard to grasp if you don't play this game, but you have to really understand how much 140 times 2 is at this stage of the game. This deck is fairly unrefined, and we're hitting endgame numbers. Endgame numbers are 190s and above. Ooh, that's gonna be a big guy. Like, above 190 in terms of damage output is where you're starting to one-shot endgame bosses, or endgame enemies, I mean. And we're hitting that now in Combat 5 before we've even refined the deck at all. It's a lot. This goes here. And it happens so fast, and it happens while you're defensive scaling. He really is something else, and it only gets more powerful when we get the exponential scaling that comes with a second. It's not exponential, is it? It's multiplicative. It's not exponential. That's silly. It's multiplicative, but you have multiple Apex Imps giving 5 armor at the end of turn. And suddenly we're going 5, 10, 15. I guess it's just additive, actually. I'm just saying shit now. Anyway, we're at 440 times 3. No shit, this boss is getting one shot. Like, he dies in 1 round. That's where we are. And we just pick up another one of these guys and then self-infuse. Fire Chomper, Battering Ram, March of Shields. Crushing Demise is okay if you need it, but I don't need it here. It really is just remove cards. There's no boss that's going to blindside me here either. In this new era of play, I use my brain to think. Friendly is gain Extinguish, apply armor 5. Cool. I'm good. It's okay. I'm going to be over on pack shards a little bit, but this is a run where we don't care. Usually I just go right up to the 100, but it doesn't matter. We're going to skip all of this. No. A card that says get $25 is pretty good. It's $20. I'm down. I'm in. Anyway, I did have something ready to talk about in case we ended up in this position. Monster Train. As a series, I was looking at the analytics, and one of the videos was giving me. So YouTube analytics. Let's start with this. YouTube analytics gives me a when I look at the analytics, it either gives me a green up arrow that's like green and full. That means video is performing better than average, or just in general. Right? It's not just the videos; it's also analytics for shit like monthly stats, right? It either gives me the green up arrow, the green full up arrow, the green hollow up arrow, which means that videos are performing as well as they normally do, or the gray down arrow, meaning that videos are doing worse. And the last Monster Train episode got the gray down arrow, and I went, oh man, is Monster Train falling off? I can't believe it. I thought people were loving it. I was loving it. Or not loving it, but I thought it was doing just as well. I clicked on the video to look at the analytics. It was down by 6 views from recent videos. So, you know, I just thought that was kind of funny. We're down by 6. You have to play this on someone? For sure, I guess. This guy can't, which is why we don't want to play it on him. So, Monster Train, I've been watching the numbers though, and pretty much everything that I do right now tends to even out to be about the same, which is really cool to see. I don't mind that this guy's going big on me here. It's nice to see. By the way, this thing that happened here is an RNG thing that is very unfortunate. This Fel gives random rage to a floor, and sometimes she picks a floor and follows them up and supercharges them, which is unfortunate, but it happens. It doesn't matter in this run. But yeah, most of the videos that are like in the wheelhouse, so Slice and Dice, even the Balatro first look did the same. They all do about even numbers, but sometimes it just takes time for everyone to catch up, and sometimes it's like it takes a little more time. Here, I think I can actually do some funky bunch stuff here. Potentially. I hit Train Steward. Oh well. Ah, wow. If it goes onto Furnace Tap there, I can Furnace Tap into Resin Removal. But alas. But yeah, it's cool to see that you guys are watching whatever I put out these days. It's nice because it gives me a lot of freedom. I might do some first looks this week, or month I should say, but in March. I've been getting some emails for games that look cool, and I've been kind of feeling up to it, so. you know. But this Monster Train / Wild Frost time slot is good. I said I might play some Cobalt Core, but Cobalt Core, I played a little bit of it on stream, and I realized I just don't really want to put the time in. Cobalt Core is missing another Formless Child, by the way. Cobalt Core has an issue, and the issue is that it's missing a preview mode. It's not fun to me to sit down and try to... we're gonna go right. You have to like count out with no real good guidebook or like way to tell. You have to count out your movement to see if you're gonna catch or get caught. And I find that really annoying. Mostly. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to sit there and try to mental math out if I'm gonna die or not for the play, right? I just want to move and then see how it works out, but it is what it is, you know? Not much you can do about it. It's how the game's designed, and if you put the time in, it's fine, but some sort of grid system to show you your movement would have helped me a lot. But at this point, I'm kind of just chill. It doesn't bother me either way. I'm gonna not take the Ember Drain here. Just throw Prince out. And it's something that I'm sure I could have learned if I wanted to. I just didn't. When I was playing it, it was a game that I was playing, and I went, yeah, I'm gonna play this, and we're just gonna have fun. And I did have fun. It was a fun time. But on runs that aren't broken, I just get killed because I miscount. And it ends up not being good for videos because I just miss a count, and then I go, oh, well, guess I'm dead. Oh well. And then I start again, and then the video is just like 3 straight plays of a run where I open up into something cool and then miscount my movement and die. So that's what's up with Cobalt Core. I probably won't be picking it back up. And is there anything else? Any other games I thought about playing? Oh, Into the Breach. Yeah, the problem with Into the Breach is that I really want to play Slice and Dice. Because Cobalt Core would go in this time slot. I have it like mapped out in my mind in a way. Cobalt Core goes in the deck builder slot, and then the other cool roguelike strategy games go in the other time slot. It helps me keep organized in my mind if I do it like that, right? And the problem with Into the Breach is that every time I go to play Into the Breach, I just go, man, I could play fucking Slice and Dice right now instead. And then I open Slice and Dice. Because Slice and Dice is also very fast, and throughout the day, I just record a run. I'll be like, oh man, I want to play Slice and Dice right now, and then I fire up a run real quick. So that's the main issue that Into the Breach has. I could just play it, and I should run a run, but I don't know. I really want to... usually when I'm doing content, there's one game that I want to really put the time in and try to become very good at. And then everything else I'm just kind of doing because it's neat, right? And right now, I want to put up another big win streak in Slice and Dice. I think with my thinking about the game differently, I'm pretty sure I can do it. I just have to put the time in. But it's hard because then I go to put the time in, I start streaming the game, and then I stream the game and I see something like Glass Helm, and I go, oh man, Glass Helm, let's get it. But I don't know. It's all good either way. Mostly I'm just having fun. I'm having a good time playing video games right now. Ooh, double summons. Cool, cool. Monster Train is fun. Slice and Dice is fun. Wild Frost is fun. There's lots to do these days. It's exciting. Tons of good stuff. Balatro is fun, even though it's not... I think Balatro has a point to be made for YouTube content. I just haven't really had a run that I was like, oh man, this is something I want YouTube chat to see. Or YouTube in general, I guess. I want you guys to see this one. I've had some cool runs, but like the coolest run that I had of Balatro, I got by one of the bosses. I had this run, if you play, there's a card that is, so at Balatro you draw 8 cards normally. I had a run where I had a card, or I had this card called Stuntman, which was, he's a draw 2 less cards but get bigger score card effectively, and I got 2 of him, and so my hand was like 4 cards, which is very abnormal, and it was pretty slick. It was neato. But Then one of the bosses made me sell one of my stuntmen, which is the name of the card I had that was letting me do that cool stuff. And I went, oh, it's ruined. That's too bad. So I just ended up playing the run out basically normally. Disappointing though, because it was something neat. By the way, I just want to make sure that it's clear, if you're unaware of how broken this is the boss where if you don't have some answer to these backliners, you just die, because the damage output is so high. And Apex Imp, because you just don't have time to scale your damage and defend yourself well enough against this shit, and Apex Imp just wins. Yeah, he can tank 81 per round. Now, to be fair, Ashes, right, helps a lot, but he's got that shit on lock. He's getting 10 armor per round from himself and his brother, and then he's getting 40... Where was that? That's 20... It's like 20, 40... I think it's 60 from the Welder Helper. So just naturally, we're getting 70 armor per turn. And, you know, this is what I said earlier. Monster Train is a game where you just kind of win at a certain point, and then you go through the motions of finishing. But the planning part is fun, and I had a good time on this run anyway. And it's fun. Monster Train is a game too where I have a lot more time to just fucking yap. A lot more time to just talk. Hold on, this time I'm gonna get the resin removal. Here it is. There's the combo. 1590 times 3, by the way. I should have took Last Stand, because if I took Last Stand, we could have made some really big numbers. Double Rage here. If I get a remove consume on that, we probably could have broke up into the 10,000s. But I was just kind of talking. It's all good either way. Anything else? Not particularly. End of February is coming up. Hope you got some cool stuff. It's a leap year this year. One whole extra video coming out this year. Can you believe that? Among other things. Nothing too exciting though. It's not like we do anything for leap years. So you think there's anywhere that does something for leap years? Anyone got a leap year celebration going on? If not, you guys want to start one? That'd be kind of fun. You want to start a leap year celebration? Are you coming to my leap year party? Alright, I want to stop saying leap year now. I don't want to keep saying the word. I'm done with it. Ooh, double harvest, and I just fed them 20 armor. It's crazy, because when you win in this game, you get to play like such garbage, and it just doesn't matter. It's ridiculous. Just feed the harvest wave 20 armor, who cares? There are 5 enemies on these floors, and I only have 4 hits a lot of the time, so I'm gonna have some enemies get by me. 5, 10. I actually do feel like if I play Furnace Tap, I'll run into some trouble as well. Without resin removal in hand, I think it's a mistake. But like here, I will take a little bit of damage, unless I can draw something for it. Oh, what do you know? It's because the backmost Apex Imp isn't one-shotting yet. 186, what the hell? What's going on here? Oh, I see it. He's getting armor from the deaths in front of him. Let's see here. Oh, I had Furnace Tap resin removal in hand. I see. Should have given this a -1. Let's just play it. I think it's fine. Meat? Yeah, Branding Right's free, and I'm at like 200 health. I doubt I'm dying here for this. I only have to take like 2 turns off. Ooh, scary. Branding Right's free. I'll get Welder Helper back soon, like, what, next turn? By the time the double strike wave comes up, I'll have Branding Right back. Yeah, that's 114 though. This guy's almost dead now. I mean, he is dead, actually. Damn, what a throw. Except not actually. I can put this in front and it'll tank a bunch of damage for me. Yeah, and then it's alright. I should have just played... actually, what I should have done there is I should have not played Furnace Tap, because Furnace Tap wasn't necessary. I would have survived the damage anyway. I just wanted to do it to see if I could save the HP, and, I mean, I could. It's just like, I can save the HP. Should I have saved the HP? Well, that's up to you to answer. Only you know the answer to the question, should I have done this? It's fun to get a little bit of excitement in, you know? You get a little blood pumping. Ooh, free run? Wait a minute. But no, I remove so many cards that I always draw a Welder Helper in time to save the Apex Imp, and then it's all good, because Welder Helper just puts out such high armor. But, I don't know. I probably should just skip it. At the end of the day, though, 3 hits, 2 hits, it's a big difference. I like it when I do 3 hits. Once I played the Welder Helper, though, I should have just not clicked on Furnace Tap, because that was silly. It was fun, though. The Monster Train Classic of I spent like 15 to 20 minutes planning the run, and then 15 minutes, like 15 to 20 minutes in the first 3 rings, and then like 10 minutes in the rest of the run. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.